Does your dog have anal gland disease? Or wondering what it's like to have a dog with anal gland disease? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you everything we've learned about it, from the early signs to the vet visits, as well as the whole healing process with pictures and videos. So if you guys are interested in that, then please keep on watching. Hi everyone! Welcome back to the channel. It's a Poodle Mom again with the 3 toy poodles. 2 weeks ago, more or less, Winter here had anal gland disease. Now, I know it sounds scary when you say anal gland disease because of the term. Don't get too scared just because of the name. Gee, thanks. Can you guys stop? But I can at least assure you that it's not life-threatening and it's not contagious in any way. So that's a tick off your anxiety list, because that was one of the things that I was worrying about when we were going through it. So what is anal gland disease? Winter! Stop it. So as you can see, she's fully healed and hyper because when she was sick, she was definitely not in the best shape. Okay, wait, I'm gonna get them out because I'm not gonna be able to finish this video. As much as I want the dogs here all the time, it's really quite tough, especially with that young one and all her energy to shoot. Anywho. So what is anal gland disease? Anal gland disease is a common condition in dogs and cats that occurs when the anal sacs become infected, inflamed, or impacted. And it is more common to smaller breeds than larger breeds, according to our vet. According to the vet, it's just one of those things that just happens. Yes, it's more common to smaller breeds than larger breeds, but it's not anything related to like their history or anything like that. It's just that some dogs are much like humans. Some are just naturally good at pooping versus others. So this happens when a dog is not able to excrete or poop their hearts out and excrete everything. So the anal sacs are, so this is the butthole, right? There are 2 sacs right beside it, and this is this middle thing is where the butthole is. So when these get too full, they can have those poop. It'll develop bacteria, then it's gonna get infected, and then that's when the anal gland disease happens. Sadly, yes, it can be very, very, very painful. Actually, when I discovered Winter's anal gland disease, it was when she was licking her butt, and I noticed that it was red and swollen. At first, I actually thought it was a hot spot or something. But when I looked closer, it was kind of like a lump. And it was reddish and it was kind of bluish in the center. So in my head, it might be a boil. Because in my opinion, it looks like a human boil. Because I've had a boil, gross as it may sound, on my leg in the past. And it looked like it. So I immediately called the vet right after. Sometimes vets will use technical terms like that, so let's keep it simple. Rupturing means basically to pop, and it's gonna have like a literal hole. A rupturing happens when the wound is fully mature and the pus is ready to go out. Think of it like a pimple. So you're growing a pimple, and then once it starts swelling and everything, and it's ready to pop, and you see the pus, it will form a hole on its own. You don't have to pop it yourselves, unlike a pimple. Gross as it may sound, pus has to come out. That's why it has to rupture. Your vets will say that it must rupture. It can vary from dog to dog, which is why I'm sharing this experience. Because when I was going through it the last 2 weeks, I kept researching online on what to expect, how it looks like. There's nothing that pops out. So in my head, this could be useful for people who are like me. And so there. Some early signs of a ruptured anal sac is them scooting, or they're licking their butts, and or they're scratching, or they're having a hard time to poop. But these can be also common, meaning it's just because they're doing that doesn't mean they automatically have a ruptured anal sac or anything like that. But those are just things to look out for. I only found out of her having the anal sac thing when she just kept licking, and it looked wet to me, so I knew for a fact that it was not normal because she never had something like that. It was just instinct on my part that something wasn't right. We got her to the vet. They actually didn't even check her for long. Like, I just showed it, I lifted her butt, lifted her tail, and I showed it to the vet, and he was like, oh yeah, that's an anal sac disease. So he stepped out right away to prepare the meds and everything. So it's something normal, and it's not life-threatening. That was what was most important to me. So these were the meds that were prescribed to us. It can be different from dog to dog. That's why I'm not even gonna share with you guys the dosages and everything. This one is the antibiotic, and then this one is the pain reliever. So this one was prescribed for a week, and this one was prescribed for 2 weeks. So, you know, I appreciated that the vet that we went to had these stickers on. Like, I was wondering why. There was like a rough texture, and it was only after like day 2 or 3 that I noticed that, oh, they put the prescription there. So there was no chance for me to forget. Because normally what I would do, I would write it down, the dosage. That way I don't have to keep checking the prescriptions. But it's so nice. That's a nice touch. So now let me share with you the things that you will need. You're gonna need your own cones, up to you which one you would like. And then basically cleaning supplies. Now the gauze is important once it ruptures because it's a lot of pus that'll come out. I had the mistake of using tissue and cotton were not enough because it just kept oozing out. And then you have to have some sort of wound antiseptic, whatever. I use betadine. So this is how it looks like a few hours before it ruptured. As you can see, it's swollen and it's obvious that it's almost ready to pop. Even the vet said that it's almost about to pop when I brought her. So this is the same day when I brought her to the vet. Okay, so the wound popped. I'm gonna be cleaning it up. I don't know how much I can show you guys, but I will try. So that's how it looks like. Now it's popped. I'm gonna clean it up now. So it popped already. We're gonna use gauze to clean it up. I washed my hands with alcohol. We're just gonna wipe it clean. I know, Baba. I know. It hurts. Mama help. It's okay. It hurts. We're trying to be as gentle as we can. I know. Shh. Sorry, I know this is something that's a little sensitive, but it is part of dog ownership. So I already gave her pain meds, but I don't think it kicked in. I'm not really pressing anything. It's just that since it's bleeding out, I'm putting gauze just to catch the blood. The pus has to come out, sweetheart. She's not in as much pain compared to earlier. So I think the pain relievers have kicked in. Okay, we just finished. So I tried to make her a makeshift comfy bed. So this was the first cone that I had, and this was provided by the vet. There's nothing wrong with it. Poodles have very small necks, and the thing is they have quite a long snout. So even if when she was wearing this, she could still lick the wound because she can push this back to her neck, and then she can, I don't know, she was able to maneuver, and it was so annoying. So I got her this cone. I never thought I would actually like this cone, but it's way better than this one in my experience, because this one she's not able to bend her neck. And it's quite lightweight. It's an inflatable, so it's very light. Even if it looks quite heavy, it's not. And it's much easier to put on her, and it's resizable. So I got her a new cone. It's too big, but actually it's good enough to prevent her from licking the butt. Ay nako, I prevent her from licking and you guys lick her. For those who cannot handle this, look away. It's not bleeding or anything, but you'll see that she has 2 holes on her butt, as you can see. So it's ruptured already. I know, we have to clean it at least once a day, my love. So now let me show you the pictures from... I wasn't able to take pictures every single day, but as as much as I can. I'll project it here so that you'll see the gradual results. If you guys find this video useful, please like and do comment down below. It will really, really help the channel and boost this video more to spread it to other pet parents. It's fully healed. There we go. Wait. There, as you can see, no hint. So now, how do you prevent this? Can this be prevented? Definitely yes. The number one thing to do is to have your vets, if not groomers, depending on where you are, to have them do the anal sac drainage. So just to be on the safe side, let us watch the professionals how to do it. Do note that it stinks like hell. It really does. So if you have the money for it, just have them drain it. But I just prefer bringing them to the vet instead of the groomers, because sometimes even if, let's say, groomers say that they know how to do it, it's not the proper way to do it. The vets know better. Another thing that I personally do now, most especially for winter, I realized the reason why she can't poop everything out is because maybe her poop is too hard. So I give her more fiber. Now you can add more vegetables or anything. It depends on what you want to do. But I personally add psyllium husk as well to her meals. So I usually use the ones that are in a bottle with capsules because it's easier instead of me scooping it and adding it on a random basis. So I just take one capsule and then give it to her once a day, and that's good enough.